guys doing? I know I'm in a minute earlier just so that you guys can find me and join the live. How are you all doing? So today's topic is a very, very interesting one. And I know many of you all are excited by it because I saw the reactions on the post that I had posted about this live. So I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes until all of you all join me. I don't see anyone yet, so I'm just going to check I'm on the right platform. So until more of you all join me, I am going to, let me see. I am going to talk about the energies of this week. I see two of y'all. The energies of this week has been pretty interesting. A lot of y'all are purging. Hi, Karen. Good day. Good to see you. Guys, show me that you're here. Show me a reaction. So that I know more of y'all are joining me. Also, the energies of this week has been very, very transformative. You would have noticed there's a lot of purging. So you guys may be crying uncontrollably. You may have solar plexus, sacral chakra related issues. So you may be throwing up. You may be going through this whole toxic cleanse, and it's almost inevitable. Megan says, "Hey Vash, I made it for the moment, sitting at the hospital between calls." Oh, perfect. Hey Diana, good to see you. Good morning from Australia. Good morning to you. Yes, I see more of y'all. So the energies has been very interesting. So a lot of purging has been going on. So this is a cathartic period. Oh, thanks, Bharti. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you. So I hope you guys have been good. Tell me how's your week been. And oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm actually overseas, so that's the background of my hotel. So thank you so much, guys. Hello, Lisa. How are you doing? So you may see birds flying at the background. It's just the sunlight. You're not able to see the sky properly. So I'm so happy to see so many of y'all. Are y'all excited for today's topic? Oh, MJ. Good to see you. Hello, Reshmi. Good to see you too. Karen, week has been up and down, but handling it better. Exactly, the week has been up and down. Yes, it is very tropical. Hello, Cheryl. Good to see you. All right. Wow, I didn't expect so many of y'all to join within 2 minutes. Megan, it's been pretty good. Scott is back on the whole. We are only oh dear. Well, the twin flame journey is something that every one of us keep learning and keep growing because it's never linear. It's not like a regular, even regular relationship has its pros and cons and tends to be quite unstable, but the twin flame journey is the most unstable of it all because it tends to be very unpredictable. And that's the reason why today's topic is about surrender. And surrender in itself is what many people misunderstand. What is surrender? Because surrendering is multi-dimensional. You can surrender on a 3D level, but are you surrendering on a multi-dimensional level? So these things tend to matter, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So I'm going to delve right into topic, and lately I've been uploading all of my videos on YouTube, and I know it's much easier for you guys to access. So thank you for watching there as well, especially for those who have trouble finding the video here. That's why I created a playlist so you can watch. I think I've uploaded about 80% of all my lives, so you can watch it there. I will do the 20%. In the interim, I will keep doing lives here every week because this is the only place I do lives. And yeah. All right, the topic, what is surrender and what exactly is surrender? Surrender in itself is not only a state of mind, it's a state of being. And surrendering in a twin flame journey, it's about completely trusting God and the universe that things will work out. And often the logical and rational mind tends to question every single thing. And questioning is good, there's nothing wrong with that. And being realistic is also good. But however, being realistic within this reality on a twin flame journey tends to push you away from serving your purpose or being in union. And that's the reason why being in a state of surrender is so vital. And often, when one is not in a state of surrender, you are like fighting the cosmos from letting you unite. And that is what is going on with many of you here, because a part of you tends to question why. And the reality is, it's so easy to question because there is nothing there to prove that you're going to be in union. And you keep seeing your divine masculine, like I talked about in last week's video about the two different types of divine masculine and how they all tend to act differently. And again, the divine masculines also tend to be very different to divine feminines. They often have a partner, or they're stuck in a situation, or they tend to be the monk or the playboy. Whereas the divine feminine is just fixated on her divine masculine. And that's when the whole graph takes place, because fixation is very low vibration. Surrender is the highest vibration. And getting to that state of surrender takes a lot of will. You need to completely trust. Because when you don't trust and surrender, what actually happens is that you defeat the purpose of your journey. And that's what the not so good energies want you to do anyway. They want to keep you in this vibration so that they can get the most energy out of you. And that's what happens, because when you're in a state of fear, anger, regret, feeling ugly about yourself, all these lowers your vibration. And when this happens, it's almost like your, it's almost, how do I put it? Let me get the glare going. Oops, I think that was better. Okay, because I couldn't really read the screen. Yeah, so having said that, what exactly happens is that when one tends to stay in these lower vibrations for a long time, eventually you start living that. And then you would be asking, why am I not hearing anything from my divine masculine? Why is nothing changing? Am I really on this journey? And you start questioning every aspect of the journey, which is completely fine. But being in that toxic, feminine, wounded feminine vibration for too long is going to take a toll on you. It's going to take a toll on your physical body, your mental health, everything. And eventually, what is going to happen is that you're going to hit a point where there are two types. One, you go into the dark night of the soul. One, you go into a state of great depression. And dark night of a soul is connected to spiritual growth. But depression is, there's low vibration depression and there is high vibration depression, which is spiritual growth. So you will have to gauge where you are. I see more of y'all saying hi. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Tamara. Hi, Stephanie. So today we are talking about surrender. Wow, I see 20 of you all. That's wonderful. Hi, Amy. So, as I was speaking about surrender, and now I'm going to talk about how to actually truly surrender. Because, hi, AP. Hi, AP Wong. All right. How do you exactly surrender? Surrendering in itself is not as easy as it sounds. But in another way, if you look at it, it's actually very easy. But it goes down to your conditioning, your upbringing, what you have been taught to believe, and all of these factors. So often, when these things tend to affect your journey, you will start to see differences. It is true, it is rare. Divine feminine's twin flames getting into union is extremely rare. That is not an undisputable fact, and everyone knows that. But often, the reason why it is rare is because many twin flames do not understand the journey, because you come into earth with 100% dementia. So there's this whole wall. You don't remember where you're from or what is your purpose or what you're meant to do. So when these things tend to happen, you spend all your time being entangled by all these earthly things, and you have got your own responsibilities, you have your own kids, you have your family. For those who are not married, you still have responsibilities. You have so many things going on. And then you meet your divine masculine for the first time, and the first couple of months, it's just magical, because that phase is necessary to remember. And that is what you had agreed before incarnating. And after that comes the separation phase. And the separation phase is when all everything breaks loose. What you forget about everything. You don't quite understand what is going on. You're questioning every aspect of this journey. You're questioning, why am I on this journey? Why these things happen to me? Why? And there's so many whys. And instead of externally seeking the whys, which is good, but again, there's so much content available, you might not find the right information. So instead, bring yourself within and start asking yourself, do you truly believe in this love? Do you truly believe in your relationship with your divine masculine? It feels different. It is one of a kind. There has to be something. So this is what kickstarts your state of surrender. And from there, you start working. The reason why a lot of divine feminines tend to be whiny and needy and toxic and wounded is because of the lack of that comes from within. It comes from a state whereby they choose to believe the negative over the positive. So I'm not really saying it's wishful thinking, but rather it is more of a state of thinking that I need to be realistic, I need to move on, I need to find someone else. And as we know, and I've been talking to you all over a year, divine feminines have trouble finding another partner, not because they are not they are not attractive, or not because they are not worthy or anything like that, but because they don't feel like being with anyone else after meeting their divine masculine. And this is the part of the journey that can be extremely confusing, is that why is the divine masculine still stuck with his karmic or soulmate, or why is the divine masculine seeking other women? So whatever happens with your divine masculine is in exact contrast to what you feel and what you do. So the more you are chasing your divine masculine, the more he's going to run. And the more you're going to be pushing away all the things that you need to do, which is focusing on your spiritual growth, he too is going to run away from that. So there's a kind of contrast and mirroring happening simultaneously. So, like Karen is also saying, so yeah, it is impossible to be anyone else. Hi, Brooke. Good to see you. Thank you. Temperance. Hi, I finally got you on time. Yes. All right. So, as I was talking about the steps to get into a state of surrender, firstly, understanding is key. What is the state of surrender? The state of surrender is something that is, you can't really comprehend that state, because when you are in the state of complete surrender, you are in a state of complete surrender and in complete devotion to God, your creator, the universe. When you have that feeling of oneness, you will start to understand what this journey is about. And within the oneness, you will see how magical and beautiful it is being together with your twin flame. And the truth is, if a wounded feminine were to unite with her masculine, she's not going to find happiness or joy, because an unhealed divine feminine being in union is the same as a unhealed divine feminine being in separation. There is no joy. I work with some twin flames who are in physical union, but still they find a lot of things missing in their lives. Another big aspect of this journey is divine feminine ego, divine feminine know-it-all state. So this is what I wanted to touch on. Actually, the truth is the divine masculine is more awakened, because he's the one that inspires, triggers the divine feminine to awaken. So when the divine feminine goes on the tangent that, oh, my divine masculine is unhealed, is unawakened, you're actually talking about yourself. So that is one of the keys to finding out what level you are in. And I'm going to talk about the different types of divine feminine, from the scale of the wounded, toxic, to the awakened, enlightened. Probably that would be my next week's topic. So, having said that, often when divine feminines go on the tangent of complaining and whining about their divine masculine, that is what they are, and they don't realize it, and they go into this state of ego where they think that they have it all, and they keep blaming their divine masculine. Blaming is not going to help anything. In fact, it's just going to bring you down and down and down to the point where union becomes almost impossible. The second thing is being fixated on union. Always union, 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 union. That is also going to lower your vibration. Of course, being in union is a beautiful thing, and a lot of you all have so many plans. You guys want to be with your twin flame, have children, start a family, enjoy, travel, adventures, do so many things, from waking up to each other, which is all okay. But you want to do it in the right vibration, because when you're in the wrong vibration, you're going to be in physical union, but you're still going to be unhappy. You're still not able to make the kind of love that you want to make. Sex is going to be mechanical. It's not going to be divine. Even with twin flames, if you are unawakened, you're not going to experience the highest kind of love. I'm just looking at some comments. Megan says, yes, he's telling me that he will eventually move on with someone else, and that I'm not his one, and he only wants friendship with me. Hello, Madonna. This, Lisa. Jasmine, I gave up chasing my twin flame. It is what it is. I can settle for soulmate love. That's so true. The more I go out and live, the more he comes around, the better the life is. Exactly, Amy. That's exactly what I'm urging you guys to do. When you start living, when you start being excited about the little moments, the bigger moments, when you start living the best version of yourself, your twin flame is going to be with you in every moment, be it 3D, 4D, 5D, 10D, 11D, 13D. Every aspect of your twin flame is going to be connected to the point that 3D union is the same as 5D union to you. And when you come to that state, you will no longer be fixated on physical union. Often, physical union equates to physical ego, because you think that you being with your DM is like a prized possession. But that's the thing, you do not own your divine masculine. Neither does he own you. So if you're under this impression that he only has to be with you and you need to own him, you are not growing at all. In fact, you're dropping lower and lower and lower in your vibrations. Diana, this week for me has truly been about giving up the chase and realizing my own vibrations and thoughts and how it's affected recent events. And that's why this week it's all been about self reflection and growth and catharsis and purging. And another thing I wanted to talk about, which I kind of forgot in the beginning, was that a lot of divine feminines, the ones who are awakening, the ones who have really been focused on spiritual growth and everything else, what is happening is that you guys are feeling your divine masculine in ways that you are in ways that you probably couldn't even imagine. And that's what I'm saying, guys. You have to just keep on trying. Just a moment, guys. Let me drink some water. Okay. As I was saying, let me just adjust the light here. Okay, now it's better. Okay. So, as I was saying, a lot of divine feminines are actually experiencing this shift. And the shift is that they are starting to feel their divine masculines on a multi dimensional level. That is, even if they are not in 3D union, they're suddenly being teleported into memories of the future, into memories of the past, into things that they have no way of thinking about. So it's kind of masculine. So it's almost magical, I would say. So it's like being with your divine masculine. And for some, they're even experiencing love making of different levels. So it has been very, very transformative. And this group of divine feminines are truly understanding what I'm talking about and are in this state of complete, complete, complete surrender and union with their divine masculine. So the only thing missing for them would be that they are just waiting for physical union with their DM, which is going to happen very soon. And that's why I'm going to talk about the triangulation method, which is once your union with your DM is in a complete state of surrender in the 5D level, then what happens is that you will start to realize that things start to transform. That is, when things start to transform, that is, okay, let me give you an example. So, when your communication with your divine masculine starts to happen and you start to see your divine masculine like a hologram, and you start living with him, you start waking up to him, you start spending every single moment with him, then slowly you will shift into a state of 3D union. That is, you will start to experience the multi-dimensional aspect of love. And that is true union, because all your chakras, your entire auric fields, they're all in complete union with one another. And that is the reason why you have to be in a constant state of surrender. And again, you ask me, how do I get into this state? That is from surrender. You have to be in a complete state of surrender to actually experience 5D communication. There's a difference between 5D communication and living with your twin in 5D. It can almost sound insane, but that is the truth. It's like you being with your DM and having everything that you would have in 3D. So that's why I have got the 5D activator, which I will also post it below. And many of you who had bought it and had gone through the activation have really experienced a great improvement in 5D communication. And that is something that I would highly recommend for you guys who are struggling with 5D communication activation. And I will also teach you how to strengthen your communication with your DM in 5D. So that is something that I will post, I will add it. Um, and hold on, if I'm able to. Okay, I would send it later. So that is something that I would recommend. And again, guys, I'm gonna read the comments. Jasmine, I had a dream of my dream last night, though. Yes, that is 5D. Marif, hello. Diana, this week has been truly about giving up the chase and realizing my own vibrations and thoughts and how it's affected recent events. Oh, that is wonderful, Diana. Madonna, I'm working so hard on myself. Lost 35 pounds. Wow, that is amazing. Finally riding my horse after he finished training. Started a new business. My twin is silent and I can't figure out what is happening to him. Any insight? Thank you. Madonna, I will keep the channeling to the last so that I can continue with my discourse so you can ask the questions towards the end. Jasmine, exactly. We have soulmates for that. Soulmates can be easier and better love. Marif, currently watching on the way to work. Love the background. Oh, thank you. Madonna, that light behind you is absolutely breathtaking. Yeah, and I'm sweating because the sun is right behind my head. See, that's the thing. I have to move my camera according to where the sun is. Okay. Megan, he's still so loving and caring in his actions. Um, though I ate shit off a horse finally for the first time in a long time, got bucked off, thrown into an electric fence, and stormed on. He took care of me and helped doctor up my injuries. Yeah, Megan, that is what true love is about. That support and love you give to one another. Rishmi, oh my God, this really resonates with what I've experienced the last couple of weeks. Cheryl, assume surrender is that I shouldn't stalk on social. No, no, I mean, stalking on social media is not really a bad thing. If you are doing it in a vibration of just genuinely wanting to know what your divine feminine, I mean, your divine masculine is up to, often when you stalk your divine masculine or divine feminine, for whoever who's watching, if you do it from a state of what is going to happen to him or what he's up to or where he's going with it or things like that, then you are stalking him from a state of low vibration. But when you look at him or you just want to check on him because you truly genuinely miss him, that it's completely wrong. So the vibration is what matters. So any action that you put out, if your vibration matches it, the outcome would be something more beautiful. So there's nothing wrong with that, Cheryl. Karen, it's okay. I love the view. Oh, thank you. I love the view too. I'm like kind of seeing it from the camera. Okay. All right. So I'm going to talk more about that group of divine feminines who are actually um, experiencing their divine masculine in 5D and how love making, how they are like going on dates, how they're spending a lot of time, they're feeling his hugs and caresses, and it's completely like he is on the physical. It's almost like you don't miss his 3D self anymore. And that is the triangulation method, because once you reach to that state, you're not far from union with your divine masculine. So kudos to that group of divine feminines who are going to see physical union soon. So, guys, keep the questions coming in. I'm going to talk for another 10 more minutes and then I'm going to open up the floor to channeling. Again, guys, if you have enjoyed my live, I'll be very grateful for a donation, a tip. I've posted my PayPal link above, and I would really, 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 because that, if if any of every one of your donations mean a lot, because that means I can spend more time creating content for you and spend more time channeling for you. I thank all of you all who have previously donated, because it's the thought that counts, and I'm very, very appreciative of it. And again, guys, also consider getting the 5D activator, because you will see a difference. It's 222 USD and the whole process is 21 days. I'll catch up with you like four to five times during the 21-day period, so that you know what is happening and what you're experiencing. So that is something you guys should check out. Oh, Cheryl, that's good to know. Thank you. Yeah. So don't worry about it. It's okay to once in a while go and check up on your twin flame. But often what happens is that, are you ready to see what's up to? Because you can't be affected by what he's doing. That's the thing. Jasmine, isn't surrender in the TF journey more so you're surrendering to yourself, your own life path, etc.? Because I thought I was surrendered to him, but after a karmic relationship, I now feel just surrender to myself, and lately feeling my twin energy is coming back more, but same time I don't care if I see him or not. But I do stalk him on FB. Oh, Jasmine, yes, that's what I've been talking about. It is surrendering to yourself, surrendering to the universe. Like I said, surrender is a state of being in complete union with everything around you, which is to yourself as well. So thank you for the comment. Cheryl, are there more than one type of divine feminine as there is divine masculine? Like harder for one type of DF to surrender? Yes, there is absolutely. There are a few different categories of divine feminines, which I'll probably need to do a whole new life on about. So I will talk about it next week. But so the two main types is the awakened and the wounded feminine. And within them, there is that category who is with another partner, who has always been single, and for those who have only had one or two relationships, you see, so there are a few categories within there. So one, again, you have the divine feminine who is like the absolute virgin, who has never had a relationship with anyone else and is like completely saving herself since she's born to be with the divine masculine. And that state tend to be the purest, but they also have their journey to be the most challenging because they do so much sacrifice and they have not really experienced any kind of love or love making, and so their yearning for their divine masculine is almost as pure as ever. Often this category of divine feminines tend to be in full devotion to their work, their passion, to anything that they are contributing. The other category is that they have had like a terrible, terrible marriage with a narcissist or NPC or a karmic, and they too are only yearning for true, pure love. So again, they have had the experiences of love and the wonderment of children, but yet they are in that state whereby there is so different stages have a different kind of path. So I'll talk about it more next week. So Cheryl, I hope I've briefly explained to you the different categories. Reshmi, I am walking while listening. I feel as if he is beside me, holding my hand and walking with me. So that's how it's supposed to feel, guys. 5D communication, 5D hanging out with your twin flame is like that. It's exactly like 3D. Linda, hi Vash and everyone. Madonna. Oh, I'm the one who had that delightful narcissist. Well, I'll talk more about it next week, guys. Rebecca, oh no, I'm late. You're glowing behind. Probably it's the sun. Thank you, Rebecca. You guys are so lovely and such a wonder. Oh, I see 26 of you all joining. That's wonderful. I think this timing is pretty good because I'm able to reach out to the Easterners and also those in New Zealand and Australia. And I think the group of people that can't really watch me in this timing is those in Europe. Apologize again. I'm always trying to find the best timing, but I have got viewers from all over the world, and it's 28 viewers. And that's the thing, I'm not able to find a time that works for all. So that's why all these lives are recorded, and now I'm doing another extra step, which is uploading it on YouTube as well, so that more of y'all can watch it at your own time. Hi Nimit. Nimit says hi to everyone. Hi Amber. I'm good. Good to see you too. So today we are talking about surrender, and actually I talked about it the last 30 minutes. So I'm going to summarize what surrender is about and the steps to surrender and what exactly is surrender. Yes, Madonna, the best teachers for sure. Jasmine, yes, I have a few karmic narcissistic relationships, and even one since I met my twin, because I thought this was a soulmate. Little did I know was the most empowering lesson I had to go through, though, in the TF separation. Hence why now I'm just surrendering to the now, to myself, and go with flow more so now that think and daydream about future, but crave pure love. But I can settle for a powerful soulmate, not another karmic. All the best to you, Diana. Hello. Rachel, perfect timing for me. Hi, everyone. Diana, me too, like that. All right, guys. So, surrender, surrender. How do you all truly surrender? That is complete surrender to God, the universe, means that you are letting go of all the limitations in your mind, in your visions, and letting go of all the brainwashing and mind washing and conditioning that society has put to you. So it's almost like unlearning everything that you learned and learning the spiritual way of life, which is complete surrender to God and the universe and to yourself, however, in whatever meaning you want to take this. Secondly, for divine feminines, you are already with your divine masculine all the time because his 5D self is with you. It's just that you choose not to see him. And hence, that's why for those of you all who actually figure that out, you guys are the closest to union. Again, you can't imagine it or you can't force 5D communication or 5D hangouts or 5D presence. The activator that the service I offer, that helps, but you can also do it by yourself through meditation, through surrender, through a lot of things. So for those of you all that missed the first 35 minutes, you can watch it again because it will be available right after, unless Facebook does something. All right, I'm going to read some comments. Oh, looking forward to listening about surrender. Oh, my horse is the sweetest, best, most beautiful dude ever. Sorry. Balvani, I so needed to hear this message today. Thank you. Jasmine, my best friend's soulmate has been helping me the most in the healing of this, which is what soulmates are for, to help you through life. Soulmates are very special. They are often soul family. Some of them can be romantic, some of them can be a parent figure, friend figure. Soulmates are the most beautiful relationships you can have in your life. They always assist you in your growth as well. All right. Okay. I am going to I am going to wrap up. So, again, guys, surrendering is about complete trust. So, you have to trust the universe that you can and will be in multi dimensional union with your divine masculine. Also, you are going to get rid of limiting beliefs, things that other people say you can't do it. You're also going to get rid of that mind of yours, that egotistical mind that thinks that you are better than everyone else. You know everything, and your divine masculine is a dumb person. Getting rid of that is also important, because I see that category of divine feminines who are always living in the ego wounded phase. So, all this is important. Also, a lot of you all tend to trauma respond. You have had such terrible relationships with many of your past partners that you tend to project it on your divine masculine. Always remember, your divine masculine is more awakened than you, and his role in your journey is to trigger you so that you will awaken, so that you will become the best version of yourself. And that's why the first step to surrender and trust is surrendering to the God within you, to the God outside of you, to the God who is present everywhere. And then you will always be guided to the right people, to the right teacher, to the right psychic, to the right soul family, to the right people. So that's why trust and surrender is so important. Cheryl, having compassion for what the DM is going through, that we really know about. Thank you for that. Exactly. Having compassion. You don't know what your DM is going through. He may be going through sexual issues. Maybe his libido is low. He could be suffering. Maybe that's the reason why he's afraid to be in physical union with you, because he's afraid you are going to reject him. So he goes into the rejection mode first, because he is suffering every single day, missing his divine feminine, wanting to be with her, just spending time with her, hearing her voice, and making love to her, all these things. But when you don't give him a chance, when you keep pushing him away by judging him, then you have a lot of work to do. Amy, yes, it's hard, and I do recognize that triggering is beneficial. Triggering is the biggest gift your DM can give you. In fact, that is what kickstarts the entire surrender process. And that's why surrender in itself is so beautiful. And many wounded feminines do not realize that. And it's very sad. And that's why, again, being twin flames is rare. And within that twin flame collective, the awakened twin flames, that is also very rare. But those who have awakened, it's lifetimes after lifetime. So for the wounded feminines right now, if you guys don't change the way you do things, then 100 lifetimes later, through a past life regression, you'll remember what I'm telling you. So you can choose to have union in this lifetime or 100 lifetimes later. Guys, another service I offer is the past life regression, multi-dimensional past life regression. It's about 111 USD for one session, and it's something I highly recommend, because I will be traveling through with you to unlock your past lives, even future lives, depends on what your soul is guiding you to. So these two things I would recommend: the past life regression and the 5D activator, which I'll post out. And also, guys, if you have enjoyed my live, I'll be so grateful for a tip. In my tip jar, my PayPal is there. And also, the donations, the tips from the previous weeks, you guys have been so kind, and it's the thought that counts, and I'm really, really grateful for that. Karen, my past has been triggering me lately, not my past with my DM, but I'm triggered by my past with my ex-husband. I'll talk more about this, Karen, next week, about the different categories of divine feminines. Because when, as a divine feminine, you have had past experiences, you tend to be affected by that a lot, and you tend to project that on your divine masculine. That bad experience sets the standard for all men. So That's why it can be very challenging for that group who had traumatic experiences. So, in a way, you have got extreme categories within the Divine Feminine Collective. One is the virgin who has never been with any other guy before, and the one who has had terrible experiences. For both categories, it's extremely difficult to be in union, but not impossible. Oh my God, 11 111 is talking me, lol. I see it's everywhere. All right. Guys, any more questions about surrender before I open up the floor to channeling? Again, guys, I'll be grateful for a donation. And for those who donate, you will get a live channeling for sure. But for the rest, I will just pick those who I drawn to. In the past, I used to do it for everyone, but some of you all are like pushing me a lot, like even if I'm losing my voice. So, after a lot of suggestions from everyone, I'm just going to take it easy. I'm going to prioritize. For those who donate, I'm going to do your channelings first, and then for those who I'm drawn to. In that way, I'm fair to everyone. Marif, I've realized that recently that my DM is such a blessing to trigger me to be able to know what to heal. Sometimes I think it's such a fun challenge to be around him or talk to him to check if what's on my side that needed to heal whenever I get to trigger. That's good. Is missing him lower your vibration? Does missing, Lisa asks, is missing him, does missing him lower your vibration? It depends. If you're yearning, missing him, then it's high vibration. But if you are desperately missing him, then it is lower vibration. So you will have to see which category you fall under, Lisa. So I'm just going to wait for a few more questions. Then I'll open the floor to some channeling. All right, I think Madonna had a question, right? So Madonna, the time has come for you to ask questions related to channeling. Again, guys, I do live channeling and I'm connecting to each one of your divine masculines, Agashik records. So there's a lot of logging in and logging out I'm doing. But because I've done this for a very, very long time, for many, many, many lifetimes, I'm able to do it. In fact, I know that many psychics don't even do live. So, all right, guys, you can start asking me the questions. All right, Ryan. Okay, what is going on with Ryan? Ryan is going through what you call a phase of, he's going through a transition. I also see him in the crossroads of two paths. It's like he wants to come to you, yet something is preventing him. And I feel that is connected to how you're feeling because you two are having two thoughts about this whole journey. So, what I am seeing with Ryan is that, let me just see. What I'm seeing with Ryan is that there is a lot of pain in his heart chakra, and that is due to past lives and past lovers. So he's afraid to trust something as pure as twin flame love. So that's why, Madonna, you have to also heal. So when you heal your past lovers, he's healing too. So that is what's happening. I hope that helps. Marie, feeling thoughts of Vincent yesterday when he couldn't make it to our meetup. I'm fine now. Didn't succumb much to negative reaction feelings. Just wanted to know what is really happening on his side. Thank you so much. All right. There is a big reason why he didn't turn up. And it's something that even if he were to explain to you, you're probably not going to believe him. So hence, that's why he's not being communicative or he's not telling you the whole truth. But something major happened, and that's the reason why he couldn't make it. A part of him, energetically, he wasn't ready enough to meet you, but there was also something major. So it's good that you kind of passed the test and you didn't succumb to any negative reactions or feelings. So just surrender to the fact that something major happened and just trust him because he will never want to hurt you. So, Marif, I hope that helps. Oh, Cheryl, I will have to send a tip after the live. You know, I'm not technical. Oh, you're so sweet, Cheryl. But is there anything I can answer for you if you would like? Again, Cheryl, the energies between you and your divine masculine is always so beautiful, filled with beauty. Like the colors I see between the collective energetic field, it's like both of you are so pure in your own way, and when those energies unite, it's just birthing more beautiful colors. Rebecca would love the latest from S. I like you say S. Okay, S is really really stalking you. I feel like he has been watching you in many many ways because of the high technology he holds. There is a lot of love and yearning from his side, but yet he's going through issues related to his root and sacral chakra. He feels that he's not strong enough to be with you. He feels like he needs to become stronger before meeting up with you because he has a lot of insecurities that he's dealing with, and there's so much he wants to do, yet he it's like he feels like he wants to do so much in his business and in his life, and oops, and he's just not able to. So that's what's going on with S. It's he's so occupied with work, he's so occupied with his businesses, yet he's stalking you 24/7, and there's so much passion and love, yet his 3D self is just holding it all back. So I hope that helps, Rebecca, Megan. I could use a message from Scott's higher self. Could use a message from Scott's higher self with the way he's acting in 3D. I'll leave a tip as oh, Megan, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. All right, Scott has got very, 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 very interesting energies at the moment. The reason why he turned 360 degrees is because, again, he's not able to experience the intensity of the connection. And especially when he saw that warm and beautiful side of you, he feels like he doesn't deserve you. And he's kind of backing out because he feels that he has to do so much more work before he can be with you again. So that's what's going on. So Scott's higher self wants you to know that he is going through a lot and he's figuring things out. The reason why he said what he said, which you told me previously, is because he needs the time to work on himself. He wants to give you the best he has and he doesn't want to hurt you. And again, based on your past experiences, he doesn't want to disappoint you either because he knows what your previous connections have done to you and he just doesn't want to be that guy. So Scott's decision comes from the highest state because he truly truly loves you, and his love is incomparable to anything else, and it's so sweet. But don't worry, he is coming back, and his higher self wants you to just be happy, hang in there, and things will change for the better, and everything is going to go accordingly, and there's so much love and passion. All right, Jasmine, my twin flame is Tony K. What's the energies, please, and thank you. All right, Tony K is very blocked at the moment. There is a lot of blockages in his solar plexus, and I feel like he's not able to reach out to anyone, even in his immediate world. And his throat chakra is also blocked. So that's what's going on energetically. Due to these blocks, he's not able to express himself quite quite well. And hence that's the reason why he is so blocked, and there's a lot of pain. I feel like he's going through a lot of headaches and pain, so it's going to take a while until he heals. All right, guys, just give me a moment. All right, thank you so much, Diana, Rachel, and Pang Li, for your donations. So I'm going to do your channelings first. Sorry, I just saw it. If not, I would have done it much earlier. So I'm going to start with AP Wong. Oh, thank you, AP Wong. Uh, AP Wong says, send you a donation as a thank you tip. I'm not sure if I really needed a channel message unless the divine decides there's something I should know. All right. What I'm getting from the divine is that you are on the right path. You're doing a lot of work within yourself, and this message is to inspire you. It's more of an encouragement to show that you have evolved so much, and your kind and compassionate heart is being recognized by every single person around you, and that you will continue to do many things that will impact your immediate world and the external world too. And you have so much potential to grow. And the thing is, because you have so much compassion within your heart, you will do things related to that. I feel that you'll be involved in a lot more places where you will volunteer your time and really help with humanity. And it's amazing because that's what divine wants you to know, that divine is so happy with the things you're doing and all the things that you're going to do as well. So that's the message for you, and thank you so much again for your tip. It means a lot, and it's the thought, it's your acknowledgement, and I'm very 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 appreciative of that. Oh, thank you, Cheryl, and thank you, Shay, for your kind tips and donations as well. Okay, I am going to okay, I'm going to go in order. So now I'm going to do our dear Diana's one. Diana, you are someone I've been working with, and I would say that I see so much progress. And the best part is your divine masculine is mirroring that. I feel like his confidence has been improving a lot lately. He's feeling more secure about himself. He's growing to understand the things that he did in the past was not right, and he's thinking of ways to make it up to you. There's a lot of 5D hanging out going on between you. Some of it you may experience it through dreams, some of it can be like instant imagination. You may think it is fantasizing or imagination, but it's actually real. So there's a lot of joyful, happy energies going on between you both. There's a bit of pain that you're both healing still, but yet it's headed in the right direction. Again, there's so much growth. I see this massive improvement in your divine masculine's root chakra. So there's definitely going to be some kind of a movement. And for you, I see your chakras are all blossoming and improving, and you can truly see that you are becoming a very enlightened and awakened divine feminine. So it's really, really beautiful. Okay. So I'm done for Diana, I'm done for Cheryl, I'm done for Pangli. So Rachel, thank you so much for your donation. Let me look for your comment. So you can see the weather here is so hot. Hi Vash, how is my DM this week? Does he miss me like I miss him? Of course. In fact, he misses you more, Rachel, because often, again, this is general. Often divine feminines think that they are the ones missing their DMs a lot, but actually they miss you more. And in your case, Rachel, he is so threatened by the fact that you're so good at so many things, and he feels so insecure about himself. So often he tries to pretend like, he is better at the things he do, but it comes from a place of insecurity. But this week he is missing you so much more than ever. He is seeing a lot of you. He thinks that it's just imagination and fantasizing, but it's actually your higher self being with him. So it's really good. I see a lot of progress in your journey, and it's really, really beautiful because I see that you have become more open and receptive to God and the universe and the energies that surround, and there's so much hope and passion and purity and love and connection, and there's so much wonderment and joy actually, and it's really, really beautiful, Rachel. Like from the first time I started doing channeling for you, like a couple of months back to now, I see so much improvement with both of you energetically. There was a phase where both of you were still connecting from a very 3D level, and now I can see that it's transcended to more 5D and multidimensionally, actually. So, to answer your question directly, does he miss you does he miss you the way you miss him? In fact, he misses you more. And his energies this week has been spectacular. A lot of growth. Scanning his chakras, I see a lot of growth in his third eye and crown chakra, and also his sacral, which shows that his higher level awareness is being opened up. And this is going to inspire the next couple of months. And so you are going to see more of him in the physical. I hope that helps, Rachel. Let me see. Okay, so oh, Shay. Thanks again, Shay, for your donations. I'll do yours now. We just look for your post. Okay, Shay, I'm not able to see your message, but again, I'll just do a general channeling for you. If you could write your question again, that'd be good. But thank you so much again for your donation. So, Shay, as usual, your divine masculine is in a deep state of grieving because he feels that he is not doing enough for you, and you're such a pure hearted, loving, and caring being, and yet you're not good. He's not good enough for you, and that is something that has been going on for the last 2 years from the time I first started reading for you. But things are shifting slowly, so you are doing a lot of work and in your case it's for him to truly evolve and awaken. But I do see improvement in his heart and crown chakra, which means he is receiving higher level messages from the universe, from God, which will truly balance off things that you guys have been working on and things that you have been working on an energy level. Ah, Shay, I see a message. Yes, he stopped talking to me and said we don't get along. All right, the reason why he's saying those things is his way of pushing you away. And he thinks that you will be better off with someone. So all these thoughts are like going through his mind because he feels like he's not able to give you what you deserve. And it goes back to that because he has always been a gentleman. And as a gentleman, he doesn't want to waste your time. So he's seeing things in a very 3D level instead of the divine level because he doesn't have that support or he doesn't know what the connection is. But things will change. So just take this as a temporary break between you both, but he will start talking to you again. So I hope that helps. Or Rachel says, this is so true. Diana, definitely feeling the shifts and energies. Thank you so much with your help and support. I even feel I've grown so much. I definitely feel the 5D communications and hangouts. Marif, thank you again for your time and energy. AP Wong, thank you for your message. Jasmine, thank you so much, sweetie. That resonates because I've also blocked throat and solar plexus as well, but that's mirroring. I guess if I heal my chakras of these areas, it can help him. Thank you for the needed message for the healing. Oh, you're most welcome, Jasmine. Keep on doing these things and it'll be good. All right. Linda, is it okay if I tip you after the live? Can you tell me how Doreen is feeling about our connection? He's gone away for 2 to 3 weeks. Yes, of course, Linda. All right, let me connect to his energy. So, oh boy, the heat here is crazy. You can probably see me sweating. Okay, so connecting to Darren's energy is that again, always when he's away, he tends to think about you a lot more. There's so much going through in his mind, and there's so much he wants to do and say to you, yet he holds back because he doesn't want to say things and disappoint you because he knows you are always in this pure space of vibration and you're very self-righteous and you've got such a high level of moral code. He doesn't want to swing you along. So sometimes that's the reason why there is this gap between your communication. So this is often what he feels about your connection because there's so much he wants to do, yet there's so many obstacles between the both of you, and both internally and externally, that is trying to he's trying to find a balance between these things. And so looking at his chakras, I see a deep expansion that his heart chakra is going through. So there will be a lot of purging that's happening on his side. So he may be just crying uncontrollably, or trying to understand what your connection is about. So that's what's going on. And I also see a deepened understanding of what the universe is. So there is a third eye chakra expansion as well for him, which is extremely good. And Linda, I see your chakras are flourishing and blossoming, and they look really, really beautiful. So don't worry, everything will work out. Things are getting better, and keep doing what you've got to do. I hope that helps. Okay. Guys, you can start commenting again because I'm not able to see previous comments. So I'm going to work backwards. So I'm going to do Nimit. Hi Vash, you've drawn. Is there any message from SPJ, please? Oh, and thank you, Nimit, for the donation you sent along with the reading you booked. Thank you. In fact, do send me a DM to like arrange a time about how you would like me to do the reading for you. So SPJ again is so carried away by the 3D aspect of things. She is still growing and she's still evolving, but it's much slower than you. So it's in that space whereby she knows deep within, but she is trying to run away. So actually she falls under the other category of divine feminines, where they completely don't believe in true love, and this is the category where the divine masculines are actually awake. So that is what's going through with SPJ at the moment. So it's kind of this inner battle that is taking place. And Nimit, what is happening is that she's just not able to understand the pure potential of your love. But she will come through. You just have to give it some time. So that's what I'm getting for you. I hope that helps. All right. Linda, oh my God. Yes, Vaish, thank you so much for your insight and guidance. Amber, what is the current energy in the connection between JG, and any messages for me, please? And thank you. All right, JG and you have always had a very special bond, and it's always very light-hearted and full of magic and inspiration. But lately, there's a lot of trigger and insecurities that's coming to the surface. So you may both find yourself purging a lot. I do see a mass root chakra mirroring between you both. So I feel you're moving from a state of instability to stability, which is good. Also, your heart chakras are basically being triggered a lot, but things are getting better. So these are the messages for you, Amber. Elise, hi Vaish, any message from my higher self? Or your higher self wants you to know that you are such a beautiful woman with so much potential, so much growth, and your higher self is just wants you to know that keep doing what you're doing, because you are trying and working hard every single day, and you are trying your best to live in higher vibrations. Even if there are challenges posted to you, you still keep trying. And that's what your higher self wants you to know, that you are doing amazing. And I also note that there is a bit of, like with your solar plexus, that more work can be done there, because you have so much to give, but yet you hold back a lot. So that's the messages I'm getting from your higher self. So at least I hope that helps. Diana, thank you. I appreciate your help. Nimit, thanks. Bash. Bhavani, if you have any messages for me, I would love that. Bhavani, the message I get for you is that hang in there. The next couple of months are going to be extremely challenging for you. You will have to face a lot of obstacles from a lot of places, from people, your surroundings. I see a lot of movement, a lot of running around. There's a lot of stress, yet things will settle and things will get better, and everything will start coming into alignment. And it's as though the last 30 years of your life won't matter anymore, and it's like you will start reliving your entire life again. So that's the message I have for you. And whom you thought are your friends may not be your friends after all, and whom you think that don't really care about you are the people who care about you. So that's the message I'm getting for you, Babani. So you have to stay strong, and you have to hold yourself up high and always walk this world with a lot of confidence, because remember, you're always loved, you're always divinely guided, and you're always supported. But it's important to trust your intuition with things. Amber, thank you so much. I appreciate your time and energy. And where does my higher self want me to focus my energy? Your higher self wants you to work on your heart chakra and your crown chakra, because it's like there's a lot of messages coming through from the universe, but it seems like you are not able to receive them because of your own past life trauma. So that's where you should focus your energy on. Diana, Elise, thank you so much. Thank you, beautiful wife. Thank you, Elise. All right, guys, I'm going to just do a few more before I end, because I really need to get some water. The weather here is insane. Okay. Lisa, how is Brendan currently feeling about our connection? Please and thank you. Okay, Brendan. There is a bit of upset with Brendan. I feel like he's going through this phase whereby there's so much pain and anger, and there is like, it's as though he wants to try to do things to make it up to you, but yet there's this big block that is facing, that is not able to transmute or get over. So that is what's going through with Brendan. And your connection is right now very stagnant, but that doesn't mean that things won't improve. So, what I'm getting from your higher self, from your angels, from my own higher self, and the advice that I'm getting for you, Lisa, is that to focus more on the 5D aspect, because you have it. You just have to open yourself more, and then you yourself will be able to know how exactly Brendan is feeling. So that's the message I get. Megan, thank you so much, Faish. I caught the last bit here. I'm going to leave you a tip now. I couldn't do it while driving to the call. Thank you so much, Megan. Pamani, thank you so much. This is so true and a blessed reminder that I needed. Lisa, thank you. All right, guys. If no one, I again, if you guys want any more channeling, feel free to do so, because I can't look. And MJ says, after today, if you don't have a free reading with us, haven't posted one in the past 12 months, or have deleted your posts, why should not be channeling for these members, unfortunately. All right, guys, I think I can call it a day. So, what I was going to say is that I hope you have enjoyed today's live. Thank you again for all your donations, for your kind words. Please do take the time to leave a review on my album, which I've posted the link for. Again, it's the thought that counts. And, a lot of time and energy goes for me to doing these lives. And live channeling in itself is not exactly the easiest. In fact, it's very rare for psychics to even do live channeling, and also to channel information about topics as well. As you see, I don't have notes or anything. Everything I channel from my higher self. And every week I create these topics and live, because I want to support you on your journey. So I'm very, very grateful for your tips, your reviews, your comments. And again, guys, I've been uploading all of my lives on YouTube as well for easier viewing, because sometimes Facebook doesn't have the function to access all my lives. So you can also check out all my lives. I'll put the link to the playlist there. And also, guys, you can request for free readings in our group. Um, do ensure that you have your full names there. And also, previously, you had a connection check. Do mention that too. Also, please don't delete your past readings, because MJ is working so hard taking care of this group, and she has so much love for all of you, and she's really truly like the mother figure. So so guys, if there's anything, talk to her. You can always message her and talk to her. You can always message me. Both of us take so much pleasure together with all our readers running this group. So if you, and we offer this free reading to support you every 60 days. And so please guys, if you are in doubt, if you want anything, you can always request. I will continue doing these live channelings every week. And I will also bring you guys a beautiful topic every week. And also, I next week I'll probably talk about the different types of divine feminines out there, just like what I did last week. And if you guys don't have any more questions, I am going to wrap up this live. Again, there are two recommendations. I would like you guys to check out my past life regression, which I will send you guys the link. This is something that I feel you guys will truly benefit from if you book a session. So I'm going to leave that in the comment. And there is another thing that I want you guys to check out as well, is just a moment. Okay, just a moment. And then the 5D activator that I was talking to you about, I highly recommend that. It's really worth the investment because it has helped a lot of divine feminines who have bought it before, worked with me on it, and how much their communication has improved, because I just don't do it. I meet up with you 4 to 5 times, so it's really value for money as well. So I'd like you to check that out. Also, guys, thank you all for participating in these lives every week. You guys are amazing. I will continue to do some short videos in the future. So this is the 5D activator. You can check that out. And yes, guys, please do leave a review. And thank you so much, Linda, for your kind words. Diana, thank you so much. Diana says thank you to MJ too. Again, MJ, thank you so much for holding this group together. Always, we have had a lot of obstacles in the last couple of months, yet we are coming out better. Thanks to all our readers, our proofreaders, for being so loving and compassionate and devoting so much. We are all devoting so much of our time because we are so happy to see you grow and evolve. And again, we do 90%, we do this as a selfless service. And in fact, 100% we do this as a selfless service. And we are giving so much time. We all have our own lives, our careers, our families, yet we want to help you. And each one of our readers are all experienced. MJ literally puts them all through a test. So, all the readings and channelings are double checked, verified. So, what you're getting is the best reading out there. In fact, getting a free reading in our group is a gift itself, and we are all so happy to serve you. And really, guys, if you need a reading every 60 days, feel free to leave. But just a few simple rules for housekeeping sake: don't delete your readings. And some of you all like to lie and put a different name for your divine masculine. Always remember, the Akashic records is designed to give you the best information to guide your life. So, example, if you have any kind of deceit, or like you want to test the records, then the answer you're going to get is different. Because it's like, if you have no trust, how is it going to give you an accurate answer? So it's the same thing. And always the first reading you get, the first information you get is always right. And if you keep testing or questioning the records, then you will get a different answer. And it's designed that way. So again, guys, keep your readings there. And all the readings here are highly confidential because it's only going to be within the group. And again, the reason why we ask our full names is because for the accuracy of the Akashic record, so that we can give you 100% accuracy. And also to keep a record, so that if you guys come back and say, hey, you want another soul connection check or anything like that. So these are the housekeeping matters. Again, a big thank you to all our other approved readers in the group. And again, many, 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 many thanks to our beautiful MJ. She's amazing. She's full of love, kind-hearted, always. So thank you, MJ, for being such a wonderful person. I love you so much. And Samantha, hi Vaj, and everyone. I'm so late. I have to catch the yes, you can catch the replay later. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. So you all take care. Love you all. And I'll see you all next week with a beautiful topic, which is the different kinds of divine feminines. Again, another thing I want you to know is that the information I channel is all from me. I channel from my higher self. So all this information that you hear and receive from me is 100% unique. You won't find this anywhere else. So I know a lot of you all are learning and growing, and I am so proud to see so much growth. Some of you all I've been working with for almost a year, for almost two, and you guys are doing so well, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much again. Love you all, and see you soon. Take care. See you all next week. Bye bye.